Hi, I'm Fiona Webb, and today I'm just going to quickly take you through the process of getting a catalogue pack set up so you can get out there and start making money, which I guess is probably the reason you joined Kleeneze in the first place. Okay, so it's a good idea to unpack your kit that came through, have everything laid out in front of you, and that way you can get into a quick production line and you'll make them up in no time at all. So let's start with the first and most important part of the pack, which is actually the main book. So you'll either have started with the main book kit, which looks like this, or you may have started with the blanket dropping kit, which looks like this. Now the covers will change from time to time, so at the time of recording these are the covers, but you may have a different cover. That makes no difference at all. You will have whatever is current. So let's start with the books. First thing to do is label them up. Now it is company policy that you label your books with your details so that you know which are yours, and also the customer has contact details should they have any need to call you. Now there's a space on the back of the books so you can put your stickers on there. That's the easiest way to do it. You need to have your Kleeneze account number and your contact details on there. That reason for that is twofold really. Firstly, you may find when you go to pick your books up, there are more than one catalogue on the doorstep. Now, company policy is that we only take our own, we leave anybody else's catalogues there, so you can have a quick look and you can check which is yours because it will have your details on. The other thing is inside the catalogue, there are adverts for the business. Now, if somebody looks through your catalogue and decides they want to know more about the business, they may call Kleeneze direct, in which case Kleeneze will say whose details are on the back of the catalogue, and then the lead will be passed back to you. Obviously, if you have no details on the catalogue, that lead can't be passed back to you, so you could lose a potential team member. So really important all round that you label your catalogues up. So first job, when you've done that, you're ready to move on. You also have order forms in your pack. It's really important as well that these are labelled up too. There's a space there to put your sticker on, or you can use a stamp, or you can of course use good old handwriting with a pen. You'll also have your plastic bags which come with the catalogue, so they'll be there as well. And there'll be two further things you'll need to make up your packs which don't come from Kleeneze. You should either have had these sent to you by a sponsor, or you will have been directed to where you can get them from. So first thing we have is a tomorrow slip. Now, if you're anything like us when we first started, we thought, well, there's no point in dropping books and picking them up tomorrow because it doesn't give the customer long enough. So I'm just going to explain briefly why we use a tomorrow slip. And it has been proven to work really well over many, many years. So all I'll say is follow the successful system if you want to get the best results. Now, tomorrow. It really is about putting urgency on it for the customer. Now, I don't know if you're anything like us, but if something comes through the door and you've got plenty of time to look at it, it gets put on the side, it gets lost in a pile of newspapers and magazines, it ends up upstairs, it ends up in the car. It's all about urgency now. We want the customers to decide if they're going to look at the book, and we want them to put it back out so that we get it back to put back in another house. By putting urgency on it, they're going to look at it straight away, or they're going to think, oh gosh, they're coming back tomorrow. I need to look at that tonight, so I'll have a look at it when I've had my tea. Or they're going to say, oh, I don't want anything, or I haven't got time to look at it, so I'm going to put it straight back out. Either way, we want to get as many books back as quickly as possible. So that's the first reason. And I can also say, from time has proven that the longer you leave a book in the house, it doesn't mean they're likely to get an order. It means probably more likely they're going to forget to do it anyway. So urgency is the first point. Secondly, it's all about saving time and saving money, because time is money at the end of the day. If you pick up your books and you pick up, say, 100 books, you're probably going to find anything up to 90 may not have been looked at. Now, that means if you've got to put a different day of the week slip in every time you set your books up, that's going to take you a lot of time. We once in our early days decided to be really clever and put different colour slips in for different days of the week. And yeah, that does work, but it's going to take you a lot more time because you're going to have to go through every book that's not been looked at and change the slip. Whereas tomorrow works for any day of the week, so it saves you time. If you pick up a book that hasn't been looked at, do you know what? You don't have to do anything about it. You just put it straight back through the next door. So that's absolutely a brilliant way of saving time. So use the tomorrow slip that you start with. Further down the line, when you get established and you're on a customer base, there are other things you can do, but we strongly recommend that everybody starts with the tomorrow slip. The other thing you're going to have is you're going to have a wanted slip. Now it's going to look like this, and this is an advert to let people know we're always looking for new team members and new distributors. Now again, this is probably something that you're thinking, oh, I don't want to use those because I don't want anybody else working in this area if I'm going to start building up a customer base. Now, the fact of the matter is, if anybody in your area is going to join Kleeneze, they're going to join Kleeneze. So it obviously makes sense that they join your team so you can work together, because if they join somebody else, you'll be in competition with them. All I'd say is there's no need to panic about this. If somebody does fill their details in on the wanted form, all you need to do is contact your sponsor and they will deal with it until you are happy, but they will go into your team. So strongly again recommend that you put those in there, because why would you want to miss an opportunity to potentially start growing your team and guess what? Increase your income. Okay, so you've got everything together, so you're ready to go and make the packs up. Now, just to say as well, the reason we make the packs up in the same way every time is because every time you pick a book up, you're going to be keeping a record of whether it's looked at or whether it's not looked at. And if you don't make them up in the same way every time, you will not know the answer to that question. Because I can tell you, if the customer has looked at the catalogue set, they're not going to put it back in the same way that you do, because they're not trained like you're going to be. Okay, so what we recommend you do is that you take your actual catalogue, we pop the order form just inside the front cover, so it just sticks out so the customer can see that. But also, as soon as they open the catalogue, they've got an order form there, so it prompts them, they need to be filling that in. And we put that facing down. Then what we do is we take the wanted slip and we just fold that in half. And what we suggest you do is put the book inside it. It fits in a nice little pocket like that, so that it shows on the reverse side. You can see the wanted part. The other bit just pops over on the front cover. And then what we do there is put the tomorrow slip on top of that. That works quite easily, and it's very simple to slot it into the bag. And then the great thing about that is whichever way that falls onto the customer's mat, once you've zipped it up, is they can see it's Kleeneze. It also highlights on the back there's a special offer product, which is really good, and it also shows on the front there is also a special offer. So again, it's tempting, it makes the customer want to look inside, which is what we want, because when they look inside and open the pack, they're more likely to order. Now, periodically, you may decide that you want to use a special or some sort of special offer flyers, in which case all I would suggest is that you put them on the front cover. Don't hide the wanted slip, and obviously don't hide the day slip, but put them on the front, because anything extra that you decide to put in your pack is going to be a special promotion. So again, you want to draw attention to that. But for your basic setup of catalogues pack, that is how we would do it. So there you go, you're all set, ready to go. Get out there and make some money. So happy retailing and have fun.